School District Board of Education meeting tonight on Tuesday, May 20th. Can we all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd now like to cover correspondence. Ms. Santos.
All correspondence was via email. 5-6, Andrew Burke, abolishment of groundskeeper positions. 5-7, Monica Altimarino, regarding tickets at Vernon. 5-8, Jason Barnaby, abolishment of groundskeeper position. 5-8, Angela Barron, abolishment of groundskeeper positions. 5-8, Lisa Santoro, abolishment of groundskeeper's positions. 5-9, J.D. Videk, abolishment of groundskeeper's positions. Again, J.D. Videk, same, on the same day. Heidi Gross, abolishment of groundskeeper position on 5-10. Lauren Burke, 5-12, abolishment of groundskeeper's positions. 5-13, Tom Windhausen, updated written request and follow-up. 5-14, Jason Barnaby, abolishment of groundskeeper positions.
Thank you, Ms. Santos. Now I'd like to turn this over to Dr. Yanni for our superintendent's report.
Thank you, Ms. Castro-Giovanni. In the music department, recent musical showcase have wonderfully highlighted the talent of students of both Teddy Roosevelt and Vernon schools. We had Miss Murphy leading the concert of Vernon. We had the band, the orchestra, the chorus. So I want to thank Miss Macy, Mr. DeLacy, Miss Pinola, Mr. Castides. They all done a wonderful job under the direction of our director of music and art, Erica G. Pack. So congratulations to all the students. The Vernon Art Gallery was again very well done. The students and the parents of the PTA helped a lot. There were over 1,200 pieces of original work created by our students, and it was nice to see all the parents coming and enjoy that presentation. And we also had the newest member of the National Junior Honor Society, so that was great. Great job on the art department. The boys and track team has impressively secured their second consecutive conference and division championship, a testament to the students' athletes' dedication, talent, and perseverance, culminating in an outstanding 27-1 record. Crucial to the success has been the dedication and the leadership of Mr. Weber, who serves as an amazing role model, instilling discipline, teamwork, and sportsmanship. So congratulations to the students and the coach. In terms of the curriculum, starting in next year, 25-26, we have the Atlantis program coming at the high school for the first time. It's going to be called Atlantis 7 Research, a course that will focus on civic improvement, scientific inquiry, and the students will develop fundamental research skills for higher education and competition by learning the craft and learning about research. So we're looking forward to that, and as the year goes by, we're going to give additional update to the board. And also tonight, we want to extend congratulations. I know that the board will vote on the resolution, but we have a couple of teachers that are going to join our district. Some of them have been here already for a while. But tonight we have Anne Marie Cole is here with the family. And Lauren Orlowski. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.
Dr. Young. We'll now move on to the approval of the minutes. Can I please have a motion to approve the meeting minutes as listed and attached below?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you, minutes, motion carries. Now move on for opportunity for the public to be heard on agenda items. In accordance with the open meeting laws, school board meetings where school district business will be discussed are open to the public. The Oyster Bay East Norwich Board of Education welcomes public comments at its meetings. The Board of Education will respond to comments and/or inquiries in the appropriate manner. This portion of the meeting is designed exclusively for agenda items. A sign-in book is provided for those residents wishing to address the board. In order to be recognized, you must be signed in. Each speaker will be allowed a maximum of 3 minutes. The board president will call you to the microphone in the order in which you have signed in. Public discussion is prohibited regarding matters relating to individuals' reputation, privacy, or right to due process, which in some way could be violated. A second commentary period is provided for non-agenda items prior to adjournment. We thank you for your participation and cooperation. Nobody has signed in agenda items. Okay, thank you. We'll now move on for instructional personnel items. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the Board of Education of the Oyster Bay East Norwich Central School District hereby approves the instructional personnel items as listed in their entirety. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Congratulations.
We'll now move on to non-instructional personnel items. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the Board of Education of the Oyster Bay East Norwich Central School District hereby approves the non-instructional personnel items as listed in their entirety. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. We'll now move on to approval of business items. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the Board of Education of the Oyster Bay East Norwich Central School District hereby approves business items as listed in their entirety. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. We'll move on to special services. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent of school, the Board of Education of the Oyster Bay East Norwich Central School District hereby approves the special services resolution as listed in its entirety. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to new business. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the Board of Education of the Oyster Bay East Norwich Central School District hereby approves the new business resolutions as listed in their entirety. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions?
I have a quick question.
Sure.
We are approving tonight the Nassau County Cooperative Self-Insurance Plan, I think.
Yes.
Dr. Young, can you just explain what that is a little bit? Is that a,
Yes, there's different ways that districts can do it. We're part of a cooperative with several other districts, which is a very cost-effective way to make sure that we have workers' comp coverage for all of our employees. So this is part of the annual renewal for the insurance for workers' compensation. For example, if an employee is injured on the job site, there are certain protections that are entitled to through the collective bargaining agreement and workers' comp laws. So this provides a limit for that.
and we're self-insured through joining this?
Through joining this cooperative, correct?
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
No, but I would like to just thank the PTA for their donation. It was very generous.
Thank you very much. All in favor? All Motion carries. So now we are up to public participation for non-agenda items. Turning for the public to be heard. Mr. Todd Cronin?
Thank you. So last Monday, we had a special meeting. I asked a question about where the money was going to go to savings, $69,000 on a $67 million budget to Norwich. I find it kind of strange and maybe a little disheartening that I read a post, or maybe somebody affiliated with the school board, saying about the conspiracy is solved and the money will go to the new grounds. That's what we were saving on. Why was this money built to the terminating two, get hired to, you were taking the budget of 270 or 80 down to 200, saving 69,000. Or reading a post, I know always can't believe a post, but they'll say that the money would go to the new grounds. So where is this money?
Mrs. Cronin, I'm not familiar with what post you're talking about, so we can't respond to a post that we're not familiar with. A question in terms of the money?
Yeah.
So when it comes to the budget, obviously there is a difference of the 69,000 that we had mentioned before. When you look at the budget, when you look at year to year the budget of the entire district, I'm looking at from the current year, and I'm also going to look at the future. So when you look at current year, we have unexpected potential income, and we have unexpected expenses that will come. So the year did not end yet. So to answer your question, if the money if the $69,000 is for something for this year, it could go into one of those categories. Obviously, if we have an emergency, if we have something, so the money will not go wasted, number one. So when you look at the future, if money are not spent in the budget, they could go into the tax levy for the following year, they could go into reserves, or they can go into the unassigned fund balance that we keep at 4%. The unfortunate thing about, I say unfortunate because running the school district with a budget of $67 million, we don't have the flexibility of any other business that is running that kind of budget. So we cannot overspend. So if there is an emergency, for example, last year, 2 years ago, we had the sewer problem in front of the high school. We had that expense was not expected, obviously. We had health insurance that can fluctuate, and we don't know what that number is because the health insurance it would go from January to December when the budget we run it from July to June. So to answer your question, where the money will go, $69,000 to go. If at the end of the year we have a positive 69,000, which I find hard to believe that it's going to be the case, it will go into one of those three categories: unassigned, reserve, or reduce the levy. But it's very difficult on a $67 million budget to kind of get down to 4% plus the 69,000. Just have a plan to the question.
Thank you.
Any questions?